Have you ever considered not moving to another state, but literally like maybe spending like a couple months in a place?
I stayed in the burbs my freshman year of college for like 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrible.
I can't. It's a different animal.
I can't imagine if I can live in a larger city,
mm-hmm.
being maybe LA,
mm-hmm.
maybe New York, something kind of like with the speed of Chicago. I'm not sure. I'm assuming LA does. New York probably quicker, right?
Yeah, New York's crazy.
But the time I spent in the burbs was not fun. Too slow. I remember the first night I couldn't sleep because I heard the crickets and like other insects that I've never heard before.
Mm-hmm.
There was no light. Like I saw the stars, which was pretty cool. But
that's awesome.
I was like, well, that's kind of weird. There was no like artificial light around and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it took me about a week to actually like get comfortable.
Yeah.
Going to sleep.
Yeah, and that's interesting because I grew up in suburbs, like in Florida, which is a totally different animal. And it very much was slower paced. Like it definitely was like slower. You know, we live in an area where it's like we have trees and forest everywhere. We have ponds. Alligators are a frequent sighting. It's such a normal thing. Like an alligator is such a normal thing for me, and I know it's strange for people here.
You'd pick it up and just like move it?
No, fuck no. No, like they're dangerous. Like, yeah, just because you grow up by them doesn't mean you can wrangle them. But I've definitely had some very close encounters with some alligators. I mean, I remember one time in college, this was my freshman year in college, and my buddy Russell and I were going to our usual smoke spot, which was by these dorms that had like a soccer field, and it went out to a bridge that then was kind of down a trail.
That's dope.
And it's like a perfect just like chill spot where you don't really have to go down the trail, and you can kind of just sit at the bridge, and we just would smoke a bowl or whatever. And we were trying to take a different shortcut to get there because we're like, this seems like it's connected. Can't we just go in through the back? And so we were going in through the back, and all of a sudden I look and I see these glowing eyes. And we're talking like at least a 6 to 8 foot gator, somewhere in that range. So it's not like a 12-footer or anything, but it is a significant size gator. And I back up, and my buddy Russell, 6'5", like I think he was like 220 or something at the time. And I bump into him, and it's like bumping into the wall. I'm like, bro, we need to go. And he's like, what? And I'm like, look. And then we see this massive gator just sitting there. And it wasn't going to do anything to us. We were able to get out successfully. But it was like...
You think it wasn't going to do anything
No, it would have if we got close. But meaning we were far enough away that I don't think it was going to like try to jump out and attack us. I don't know if it was hungry or not, but it certainly didn't... It certainly wasn't desperate. And we were able to turn around and walk away. But like... Seeing an alligator like that is a totally normal thing to do in Florida, depending on where you're at.
What's the difference between a gator and a crocodile? Do you have both? Are there both in Florida?
No, it's just gators. I know a lot of it has to do with like snout, like the snout design and the length. And then there's caimans too, and those are like tiny little gators. Those are like South America. But there are crocodiles that are in South America, and I'm trying to remember what the differences are between them, but like my experience really is only gators. I never really saw crocodiles.